What up? Welcome to the podcast, the AyeYooNowWeTalkin podcast. I'm your host, Calvin Miller, and I'm with my brother,
Lucas Frink, one of the coolest, smoothest brothers. I know I usually say that's Calvin, but nah, today that's going to be me. Right now, that's going to be me.
Today is him. It's cool. That's cool. But you know what we're going to do on this podcast? We're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about personal development, and we got some real talk.
Yes, sir.
This time, we're going to talk about some personal development. But before we get into that,
if you believe in this goal that we got, of 1,000 votes by October 11th.
1,000.
Show us how much you believe by Hulk smashing that subscribe button, like it, all of that good stuff like that.
Comment, share it with a friend. Do that, please, because like he said, we're on a mission. So it's me, it's him, and it's you. We got to push out these gems. So let's get to it. But we're going to talk about personal development, man. So we got to lead them off with a gym. And the gym, the topic of today is you could be who you want to be. You decide. It is up to you and your actions. And I think the main point I'm about to talk about is mainly like code switching. You know what code switching is?
Yeah, I do.
For sure. You want to give a definition to class?
Well, code switching, guys, is of course whenever you walk into a establishment that may be of a lot of European descent and you start talking like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nah.
That's one way to put it. I mean, you high-key just code switch.
Or if you go off in the hood, you know, hey, what's happening, homie?
You did what I'm saying.
What's good, my G? What's good, my gang? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? Mm-hmm. Or you might walk into the professor and say, hey, buddy, what's going on, man? Hey, Calvin, man, what's up, sir? It's good to see you, man.
Likewise. Or you talk to your kids, you know what I'm saying? Goo gake, come here, you know, all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Code switching is just being able to figure out.
Or when you're talking to a shorty, what's happening, little?
What up, man?
You know what I'm
saying, baby?
All the things you got to do, how long you done had their problem?
Pretty much, code switching is being able to change up the way you are.
Personal development. This ain't real talk. My bad.
It's all good. We like that. Code switching is when you're able to change the way you are perceived by the way you present yourself, whether that's the way you dress or the way you talk, specifically the way you talk. But it really is saying like you can be who you want to be, because that is truly like you actually changing who you are. It's always you. Like, I'm always be Calvin. You're gonna always be Lucas, but I could present myself as a more sophisticated version, or a more chill version, or a more gentle version. And all those skills, or those attributes I can unlock within myself, allows me to be who I need to be in every single situation. In the businesses, I can step up and be the leader that can take charge, that can make decisions, that can stand tall and give everybody confidence. Or I could step back in volunteer roles and like take orders and take advice, or follow someone else's lead to get a goal done. I can be in a corporate setting and be able to talk, you know what I'm saying, proper and in a higher tone so that no one gets offended, and say the right things, like in due time, with all due respect, you know, the different ways you say things. And with that, it's like, it's just a mindset shift. It's a verbal shift. So, I mean, with that, bro, like, who do you want to be?
Me at all times. I feel like I'm going to say me at all times, and I'm going to keep that generic.
Oh, that's actually a great answer, though.
I'm going to summarize that, right? But then I'm going to switch it up to a point where I'm just like, me at all times. I want to be the best business version of me.
Okay.
I want to be the best father version of me. I want to be the best man of God version of me.
I love all that. So now let's break all those down.
And that's why I said each one individually.
For sure, because then that's how you decide, or that's how you choose who to be. You have to envision like what you want to be. Now, what are those attributes? And then you act accordingly.
And what do they look like? For
sure. So what's the best businessman? What are the attributes that you have for that?
Man, I want to be somebody who, of course, man, failure isn't an option.
Okay.
If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do that.
Resilient and reliant.
When I'm negotiating, matter of fact, bro, I took a little test today because my homegirl sent it to me, and she was like, I feel like you're this type of negotiator. I'm like, girl, I'm not that type of negotiator.
Let's see what it's talking about.
But
tests are good, you know what I'm saying? Figure out who you are.
Right. But she said, I think at first when it was talking, she said you're like an aggressive negotiator. And she was like, oh, what? They got other. I was like, nah, I'm not aggressive, but I can be assertive. And she said, that's the word. So I'm like, let me take this little test, you know what I'm saying? And they asked me little questions. And it came out assertive negotiator.
On the dot like that?
It did.
Word.
It did.
And being assertive does not necessarily mean aggressive.
It doesn't.
Assertive just means you're going to get to the line in the script that you want to get to. It means you're going to get to the number that you want to get to.
Trying to find it, but I couldn't find it.
It's all good. Do you remember anything off the top of your head about it?
Nah, but not like that's what I was like. I found a screenshot I sent to it, but I was trying to find how it broke me down as an assertive negotiator. But I probably had to pay for that portion.
That's how it be.
And they didn't. It's like, oh well, this is free. Yeah, this is free. You can just get in here and learn who you. And then what we're gonna charge you with information.
For sure. But even peep that, like they give you attributes at the end to help you lean into that. Like it's like you're assertive, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to feel this way, you're going to speak that way. Those are all like different codes in order to unlock that character that you can naturally be.
Indeed.
But help you unlock it even more. Like
for sure.
Boom. Like code switching. Like we got Kobe Bryant, the father. You know what I'm saying? We got Kobe Bryant, the basketball player. But then we got Mamba. Mamba. That is a different man right there. The Black Mamba is a different man. That is a different code switch he had to unlock in order to get through the adversity he had to, while he was playing on the court and stuff like that. But that made him a killer. It made him someone that was great. It was someone that was resilient, someone that was going to do what it had to do in order to play, increase his stamina. You know what I'm saying? Gonna dunk on you, gonna shoot over you. That do not care mentality. I'm gonna get it. That's a code switch. That's a code switch. When Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, like when he was just hooping, you know what I'm saying, and he's having fun, cool, no problem. But then someone try him up and he like, I take that personally. That's a code switch.
I gotta show you what's happening.
I gotta show you the real Jordan. I gotta show you.
I gotta show you MJ.
For sure. Cool. So what about fatherhood, bro? Like what you think the codes are for that?
Bro, the codes for fatherhood, well, the codes for my level of fatherhood.
Talk to me.
Is
high level, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a level of I'm gonna show my son, you know, love, care, compassion, all of that stuff like that, and patience.
Okay.
Now on the flip side of all of this stuff like that, bro, man, your daddy worked his ass off. Point blank, period. And I saw my dad do the same thing. At the same point in time, my dad didn't die with a lot, so therefore he didn't leave a lot. But my dad showed me the character traits that a hard-working man needed to have. Those hard times made me a tough man. So because I'm a tough man and I'm resilient, I'm relentless in my pursuits. Like, I'm assertive when it comes down to I need to get the things that I need to get, not only for me, but for my family, because I'm retiring my mama by the time she gets 60, all of those different things like that. I understand what he did for me with the character traits. So now with my son, I have to convey on a consistent basis the integrity, the morals, the character of a resilient man, of somebody who, just because your father got it, you ain't got this. You know, everything your father got, if you want something your father has, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to work for it. It's going to have to be transactional. And not transactional from a standpoint of, like, my entire relationship with my son is transactional, but I need my son to understand the value of nothing in this world comes for free. If anything is given to you for free, it has a long screen attached to it that will come with your detriment later.
Despise the free lunch.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ain't feeding you for free. The food in the stores just ain't on discount, or it's so low in price. Prime example. The organic food costs more than the
processed food.
That's for a reason. Because the process or the lower price or the lesser cost of food,
that's quality.
And it comes with a detriment to your health.
Cancer.
So it's like, man, with being that type of father, like, bro, my mom used to whoop my behind every Friday.
On repeat?
On repeat.
Was you bad, or was that just like well, it's Friday.
Well, it's Friday. You think you might have some fun? I might tear them buns up.
I was about to show them some fun.
You know what I'm saying? But that came from a standpoint, bro, like, I used to talk a lot in school, man. Like, I tried to be the little class class clown, try to, show off with little girls and talk while the teacher talking. And bro, I wasn't that bad like the other kids. But Lucas always talking about it. But my behavior report used to be full of red, white, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It'd be clean and clear because you got to take it home and have your parents sign it. And they're calling the parents to check to see if you brought it home. Check and balance system. Some days I'll try to sign that thing myself. Tell you about, oh, mama, they didn't give it to me today.
Cap.
The teacher called me, well.
So you lying to me now?
There you go right there. But I remember one day, it was on my birthday.
Oh, she ain't show no mercy.
Well, wait. I did it. I played it cool. I played it smooth. I played it smart.
Okay, I'm listening.
My mama had got me a nice birthday cake, invited all of my family over. Like, we having a good time. Knowing I got all that red ass writing in my bag. In the room.
Okay.
Put up. Hidden.
Ain't showing them.
I ain't showing nothing until after my birthday. Until after everybody gone. The celebration over with. You done sung your son happy birthday and you love me. Don't you forget this. Today's my day.
You love me. Don't forget it.
Boy.
Don't forget it. Forgive.
Well, after I blew that cake out and we put that cake up and the folks done left, I was code switching in. I was having a good time during the moment. But I code switched to the frail little boy. I got my progress report today. My behavior report. Why you didn't tell me that earlier today? It
was my day. So
kind of slipped my mind. She ain't slipped. Told my tail. Oh, talk about birthday licks. Boy,
I bet she went past the number though.
Boy, she went hella past the number. I ain't never probably 6, 7 at the time.
What'd you get, 14?
At least. I need you to grow. Oh, these are the little extra licks for the growth.
Extra ones. Good luck.
You know what I'm saying?
Good luck. Good luck.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But like being the type of father where instead of just beating my son from a standpoint of like stuff like that, like letting my son know, look, so this is something that we not gonna do because this not a standard that we live by, son. Do you understand that? I'm gonna get his verbal agreement. I'm gonna give him to write it down. I understand that this is our standard.
That's actually a great way to put it.
And then if you go against this standard, there's repercussions. There's punishment behind that. Talks about this stuff in the Bible, son. Talks about that in Deuteronomy 14-28. If you listen to God and all of his words, he bless you with all the blessings. Now, Deuteronomy 14, after with verses 1-14, it talks about the blessings. Then 15 through after, it talks about the curses and the punishments that you get for not listening. Right? So
both ways.
It works both ways. Okay? You understand that, right? Right now you want to. So like at any time when you don't fall in line with this standard, you know what come with that, right?
Punishments.
Cool. Just so you know. And I'm going to love you after. You're going to love me after. And I bet I never hear you say you hate your daddy or your mom.
For sure. So then, boom. What was the other one you said? So that was, we talked about
business,
fatherhood,
man of God.
Man of God. Okay. Well, I use some codes for that. Praying. We got fasting.
Yeah.
Those are the two main ones.
Yeah.
But then you got love. Yeah. Showing love to God, yourself, and your neighbors.
Spreading God's word.
For sure. Evangelizing. Letting your light shine. That's a code. That's smiling. That's being positive. And spreading your testimony. You know what I'm saying? God has done great things for you. Go ahead and tell somebody else about it so that they can also experience the goodness of God, you know, vicariously through you. But overall, man, like code switching just allows you to really predict the future in a sense of like, if that's who you want to be, these are the traits that create that person. Do that enough times, you'll be that person. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I think it kind of goes back to what I had talked about whenever we were talking about business.
Okay.
Right?
Bring it back.
When I talked about the thing of I don't listen to unsolicited advice from somebody who is an unqualified individual to give me that unsolicited advice.
Because you want to look for qualified people.
Indeed. So it's like, if I'm going to subject myself to a code switch to act like my mentor, that person who is qualified to give me that advice because they have the things that I want also in my life, then I'm going to code switch, and then I'm going to mimic certain things that that individual is doing in order to gain what those individuals have gotten.
For sure.
You know, so like I would also look at that as a code switch.
Code switch, man. I feel like
Code switch, cheat code.
there you go, bro. There you go. You got what are the cheat codes to the character that you
Code
want?
switch, cheat code.
Yeah.
Hey, that wordplay be so nasty.
Man, I was watching a movie too. Got me thinking about codes. I think it was like London Has Fallen or something like that, where like, boom, the president, he wasn't dead yet, but they assumed he was dead. So then, every time the president gets sworn in, he get like a pocketbook of launch codes. You feel me? And boom, like as soon as the next president like pass away, boom, the next president get it. And if you had them codes, you are technically the president. So now you got the codes, and these codes solidify you as the president. So it's like, bro, once you got the codes to who you want to be, you just act accordingly, bro. If you want unlimited ammo in GTA, you know the cheat code. Boom, you got unlimited ammo. You want unlimited money, you know the cheat code. Do it. It's the same thing. It's just life is not a video game, so like it just take time and it take repetition. It take consistency of being that person or acting out those attributes to be who you want to be. Yeah, and it's also a mindset too, like manifesting, bro. Like with affirmations, and with just believing and putting the right things into your gates, your ears, your eyes, and then speaking life over yourself allows you to continue to be who you want to be. Speak it and act.
That's one of the biggest cheat codes. Like, and if y'all have ever heard us say this on the podcast and one of the previous shows, but I want to say I talked about affirmations are such a huge cheat code. Like, hear me well. When I tell you that I have written down things, I got 77 affirmations that in the morning, whenever I wake up, before my feet touch the floor, Father God, thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning. As my feet touch the floor, allow me to walk into unexpected blessing, prosperity, wealth, and gratitude. Right? Then I do my push-ups, my sit-ups, squats, all of that stuff. Then I hop into my book and I say all 77 of my affirmations. I speak them with authority. I put energy on them. I put passion on them. Right? I focus, I meditate and pray on them and over them. And I feel like a prime example, one of the things Father God, I'm so happy and grateful now for the 3 life-changing contracts that came in this month. Like, I put energy on this stuff. And I watch the words I write up. Father God, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful now for the 3, look at the wordplay, life-changing contracts that came in this month. One life-changing contract is enough. We talk about 3. This month, I locked in 8 as a team. And now those 8, they're not all me, but they're not only life-changing for me, but also for the individuals around me who locked in the contracts.
Overflow.
Bro, I have a young lady that works with me. She's a single mother. Father and I really, not her father, but her child's father isn't really active or present like that. So for me to be able to pour into her to a point where she's able to duplicate the same things I have duplicated by understanding the script that I taught her, implementing the script, sending out the emails, and you lock in a contract that pays you residually now, I've expanded her mind to a different, like, bro, what? I can get a residual back. I can earn back my time and my freedom so I don't have to go work at a job. So I don't have to spend 8-9 hours a day working for somebody else when I can spend time pointing to my little girl.
Because
so
it's a code.
Like, that's the cheat code.
No, you get the script is the code.
The script is the...
Your sales script is the code.
The sales script is the code.
That is a infinite money glitch. As long as she keep ringing up the phone.
That's that R1, R2, L1, L2.
Up. Left, right,
yeah,
triangle.
left, right. Bro, you know what's crazy is now, like, just as you said it a minute ago, when you said, like, GTA, money code, whatever, I'm thinking about it like, bro, they literally put cheat codes. It's almost like you're typing a code, like, in a computer, like you're putting a code, like you're probably pressing XO, XXO, OOX, like whatever that you put into the game, and it's populating money into your... Anyways, I mean, I thought it was just, I'm like, dang, it just kind of clicked to me just then.
Yeah, bro.
It's an actual,
Literally.
You're putting in script.
X's and O's.
X's and O's.
Ones and zeros.
But, you know, that's my whole definition or identity of what I feel like is, like, we're code switching. I mean, I want to be great in those areas.
And you just got to cling to the attributes. Don't necessarily cling to, like, the activities, but the attributes. Because attributes make the activities. You know what I mean? Like, if you are resilient, if you are someone that's persistent, that means whenever hard work or trials or tribulations come up, you're going to be someone that's going to be able to withstand and, you know, do the actions necessary in order to get through the obstacle. If you are someone that has a strong work ethic, that means whatever work is in front of you is going to get done. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. If you're someone that's emotional, you know what I'm saying, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel whatever emotion it is from yourself or the people around you. Like, the actions come from the attributes. So find yourself good attributes.
The actions come from the attributes.
I sound like you now, bro.
Hey, that boy in that mode. That was the actions come from the attributes.
Yeah, that's hard.
But that is hard. That's a
That's a little bar right there.
That's some pressure though. What?
Yeah, should I leave him right there with that?
Hey, I'm fine with that.
For sure.
Y'all fine with that?
For sure. Well, we'll catch him on the next one. We ain't done. But if you believe in us like we believe in you, go ahead and like this video, comment on it, subscribe, share it with a friend, and make sure you put the cheat codes into life. You know what I'm saying? Find the attributes that push you forward and live your best life. Be who you want to be.
Y'all be blessed.
And manifest.
Pow.